Today we are going to talk about payments in Ghana. That's in Africa. Just let the rain down in Africa. Payments Professor.
Yes.
What is the name of faster payments in Ghana?
The name of the faster payment system in Ghana, it's called GIPS, or GIPS is how I've heard it pronounced. It's really GIPSS payments. That's what it's called.
That's a weird name for some of our payment stuff that we saw in our latest video.
I know. I mean, we had faster payments, and then we had fast, and now I know, right? Now we have GHIPSS payments.
Hashtag the funniest thing ever.
Okay.
What in the world is GHIPSS?
GHIPSS Instant Payments, what it stands for is it's actually Ghana's Interbank Payment Settlement System.
That's a pretty long name.
It is. I mean, the name of it is really what it is, though, too, because the name of the system, it describes it, because it's Ghana's Interbank Payment and Settlement System. So it's their system for being able to work with and do faster payments, for being able to have settlement and also being able to have the transmission of payments themselves. And it's a platform that works on a service that's called GH Link. They use the GH in a lot of things because the GH, like in Ghana, GHANNA, and Liam, you're gonna like this. I knew you'd like that. Ghana, GH Link is a platform that allows payments to be sent across financial institutions electronically from one bank account to another as a single immediate payment, and it's processed based on the account number. It is to be used, though, only for payments that are made in Ghana, but it is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365 system.
Oh.
Pretty cool, huh? Okay.
What are the GIP transaction channels?
What are the actual transaction channels? Well, the internet banking platform is really basically their principal source for being able to do transactions. And customers who want to use the service, well, they do have to actually sign into their bank's internet banking platform to be able to use it. However, banks have decided to really complement the internet banking platform with things like teller interfaces, or what we call like more branch interfaces here in the US. And a branch interface is, you know how some banks we go to, they have on one corner of town, but then they have another one on another corner of town, but it's the same bank? Well, those are branches. Mm-hmm. And so they're the same bank, they're just different branches of the same bank. Like, you know, a tree has branches. They all are branches that go to the same tree. And if they're connected to the same tree, if the branches are connected because they're the same bank, even though they're in different locations, they can work with each other as well. And that helps because that way their users in Ghana, well, somebody can just walk into a branch and be able to make a payment to somebody else that's at another branch, maybe in another part of the country, not just another part of the town, but another part of the country. They can also use ATM machines, you know, the drive-up machines. They can use those to be able to use the GHIPSS system, or the Ghana Instant Payment Service or Settlement and System.
If you don't know what ATM machines are, just play Mad City and Roblox. Oh, great, another copyright. What are the uses of GIP?
Okay, the uses of GIP are, it really can be used in many ways. It's used for business-to-business payments. It's also used for person-to-person payments. And that's one of the most common ways we're seeing in many of the faster payment channels is P2P seems to be the main functionality. But we are starting to see in other countries that they're using the business-to-business payments, which means a business is able to send to another business the instant or faster payments. And that's really a pretty good thing because that allows us to be able to see more use cases for it. They're also seeing where there's business-to-person use cases. We know that that's going to be true in the US as well, but Ghana's got that capability as well. And that would be things for like somebody needing to do an emergency bill or get a payment over to somebody. And we also are seeing in Ghana where the government is involved with this. In fact, a lot of information on the Ghana system is available online. They've got a lot of their reports, they've got a lot of their information available so that people can go through and see how things are working, and you can see their volumes. Like, for example, we know their volume transaction in 2016 was really low, but that's because they just first offered it. But we've seen it grow a lot over the years. So it really went from low volume to they had a 244% increase. Now, that's because there were really very little in 2016. So to see that increase in 2017 wasn't that big of a deal. But because the government's involved, when it comes to those use cases, it's not just P2P, it's not just business to business, and it's not just business to consumer either. The government is doing it. So the government's sending money to people as well.
Wait, which volume are you talking about? Are you talking about this volume or volume by upgrading?
That kind of volume where it's more and more and more and more. It starts off, and we're seeing the same thing here in the US. When we offer a brand new payment system, usually you just see low volume because not a lot of people use it. But as more people start to use it and they get comfortable with it, that's exactly what happens. It's happened in every country that we've studied so far. We see that they start off with just a little bit of usage, but they get comfortable and they start to like it, and it becomes normal and they use it more and more.
Okay. Is the GIP safe?
The GIP is safe. When it comes to payments there, like I said, the government's been very active in processing of the payments. So they have passed laws to ensure that there's what we call tight regulations and supervision of the payment system. Really, every country does that. US is really big on that too. We have multiple governing bodies that we have helping to make sure that we have good regulations and good policies and good procedures in place so that there's not problems, so that we don't hurt the economy should something go wrong. In fact, there they passed what they call the Payment System Act 662. And the Payment System Act 662, what it did is it really helped to establish standards in how they're going to transfer and how they're going to operate and how they're going to clear, how they're going to settle payments, all as a whole. And these rules, again, they're open to the public. They publish these so everybody can see them. So the bank considers being in the public interest of the bank to supervise under this act. In other words, what they're doing is the bank considers that by them doing the right thing is in the best interest of the bank and of the country and of the people as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And now that we have enough subscribers, if you're on a computer, you're now able to search at www.youtube.com/payments-professor.
It's actually youtube.com/C/payments-professor.
Oh.
They gotta have that C in there for some reason.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell, comment, like, and stay tuned for more videos. And goodbye.
Bye.
Cut.